Hello and welcome to the first episode of Ranking. Today we'll be ranking Someone Called Wings with Paul McCartney. This artist right here, this must be probably my favorite artist or band of all time. They're really awesome and I love them, so we're going to rank all their albums. And at the bottom of the list, I have what most people consider their worst album, Wildlife. Wildlife is still a really good album. The track list is all just really good. I actually think the first side of Wildlife, the first 4 songs, are actually pretty good. Mumbo, great one. Man, it's catchy, it's awesome. Bip Bop, silly. Love is Strange is dead to me because it's a cover, but I still like it. And Wildlife is really good. Wildlife's a really good song, really underrated. And the second side, Dear Friend and whatchamacallit, Some People Never Know, very catchy songs. Just, I'm a Singer and Tomorrow, they're just okay. They're just okay. They're fine. Nothing wrong with it. That's what I think about Wildlife. And I think it's last place, sadly. But it's still a great album. If, trying to get into Wings, give it a listen. It's a great album. Great. Awesome. So, the next album I have here is Wings at the Speed of Sound. Now, don't get me wrong. This album's amazing. If it's your favorite, I wouldn't bat an eye. It's a great album. Great checklist over here. It's just that, Paul McCartney sang on most of Wings songs. And the ones that, Denny Lane and Linda sing on, The Note You Never Wrote, mid. Cook of the House, mid. And Do Something About It, better than mid, but still mid. The Paul McCartney songs on this album are great. Let 'Em In, awesome. Silly Love Songs, very popular. It's still pretty awesome. But my favorite song is I Don't Know. I actually don't really know what my favorite is. It's probably gotta be Let 'Em In, but I feel like that's a really basic answer. But I will say one thing. Time to Hide, good job. That song, for, not being a Paul McCartney song, I think is fantastic. Very underrated. She's My Baby's great. I just think that this song has a couple of, dunkers, some not so good songs. They're mid. So that's why I have it ranked at number below Wildlife. Alright, the next album I have, I think is the most underrated Wings album. Second most, if you will. They flip-flop for me, and this one flip-flop downwards. And that's Back to the Egg. Back in the Egg, back in the chicken. It's a great album. I love it. It's got some awesome songs. Old Siam Sir, Getting Closer. Personally, my second favorite, To After the Bong. I love that song so much. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel like, there's just other albums that have higher highs than Back to the Egg. But I will say, definitely give this album a listen. Another reason I think it's lower is because the tracklist does consist of Rockestra theme, the broadcast, they're just why, but it's still a fantastic album. I love every song on it besides the weird ones that aren't actually songs, but very underrated. Give it a listen. It's awesome. And Back to the Egg on my list over here is gonna be at around 5. See that? Yeah. Next up is gotta be Red Rose Speedway. Now hold on. This album is amazing. I was thinking about putting this at number 3 and even number 2. I love every song on this album besides the freaking Indian one, the one with it's like why, you could have had a better other song on there that wasn't that one. But Big Boy in Bed, great opener. My Love, iconic and very popular. Great hit, great baseball hit. you know, and some underrated ones like Get on the Right Thing, One More Kiss, and When the Night, and Single Pigeon. They're awesome. Let's give them a round of applause, shall we? Yeah, clap it up, clap it up. You know, and I think the medley's great. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I first thought when I saw the 11 minutes on that song, I'm like, I'm not listening to that. But I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Lazy Dynamite's my favorite part in the medley. It's my favorite part. It's awesome. Lazy Dynamite is great. It's awesome. So this is where I start to like give albums 10 out of 10s. Like this album's a 10 out of 10, I would say. But another reason I put it above Back to the Egg, because I was considering maybe putting it below Back to the Egg, is the Archive Collection. Now, if you don't know what the Archive Collection is, listen to it right now. Because there's songs like Mama's Little Girl, Sea Moon, Hi Hi Hi, Best Friend, you know, these songs are awesome. Like, I don't know why he didn't make it the freaking double album, but he's like, no, I'm gonna make it 9 songs, or whatever, you know? Great listen. Definitely give it a listen. Definitely. My favorite song has got to be One More Kiss. That one's just it runs in my head all the time. So definitely give it is awesome.
And Red Rose Speedway is now number 4 on the 4 scale.
Now, this London Town, I think, in my opinion, is the most underrated Wings album ever. This album opens with London Town. Great opener. Cafe on the Left Bank is a nice rocker. Then you got songs like Girlfriend, I've Had Enough. You know, these songs are great. These are some of my favorite Wings songs of all time. And then you go to the second song with like A Little Luck. With A Little Luck's just awesome. It's great, nice, awesome. Then you got Famous Groupies, nice. Name and Address. These songs are great. I also gave it a little uppies because it has a longer track list, meaning more good songs. This album has, honestly, no bad songs. Just 16 out of 16. It's 10 out of 10. It's great. I love it. Also, the singles that were posted around this time are amazing. Mull of Kintyre, beautiful song. It's just amazing. It's definitely up there in like best Wings songs ever made. And then you got Girls' School, which is a great rocker, and it's awesome. So I think the London Town era of Paul McCartney Wings songs, very underrated and should be talked about more. And this album's great. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. London Town number 3. Number 2 is Venus and Mars. This album's terrific, must say. This album's perfect. There's not a single, low steam song that's just not. Every song's amazing. And I can't even choose a favorite song. It changes all the time. For a long time, it was You Gave Me the Answer. And then for like 3 hours, it was Love and Song. And then, there's Listen to What the Man Said and freaking Magneto and Titanium Man. These songs are great. And Call Me Back Again, underrated, great song. I love his vocal performance on that one. It's something great. And with Venus and Mars at number 2, that only means one thing. Band on the Run. My favorite album of all time. It's just the best. And that's about it, man. I'm not gonna say much more. And Let Me Roll, it's beautiful. I'm probably forgetting some. No Words is amazing. Mrs. Vanderbilt, awesome. Picasso's Last Words is really cool. I like how it goes from like Jet and Mrs. Vanderbilt in one song, and the Drink to Me part's still really good. Great album. It's great. 10 out of 10. Actually, 11 out of 10. 11 out of 9. Yeah, because it's really cool. The album cover is awesome. It's probably my favorite album cover of all time. And goodbye.